Ever since this country's soybean crop was pulled from the field, many farmers have been looking to the southern hemisphere at Brazil's 2013 production. At the World Soybean Research Conference in South Africa, we spoke with Alexandre José Cattelan, the director of Embrapa Soybean in Brazil. Embrapa is one of 45 research units of the Brazilian Agricultural Research Corporation. You'll hear in our interview the problems Brazilian farmers faced in growing this season's crop, the issues with exporting its production, and the harvest status in what is now the world's leading soybean export nation.
Well, the crop it's going very well so far. We just are facing some problems with excessive rain during the harvest time in some regions of the country, especially in the Middle West. But I believe that will not hurt much the production, so we expect a very nice season overall.
What size of crop are you looking at this year, an estimate?
Around an estimate of between 82 and 83 million tons.
What's the growth in that from maybe 10 years ago?
It's 10 years ago, it was a lot, but comparing to the last season, it's about 9 to 10%.
Okay. What's the growth in soybeans? I mean, why have soybeans succeeded in Brazil?
Well, I would say many reasons, because Brazil has a lot of available land still, especially in the Middle West, the Cerrado region, how we call it, Mato Grosso state, Goiás state, Minas Gerais, Bahia state. And in that region, we have a very good distribution of rainfall during the summertime, the time that we crop soybeans in Brazil. And also because the soils that, although they are very poor chemically speaking, but it's very easy to handle, then if we lime them and fertilize, so the production is very good.
Are there GMO crops in Brazil? What's the percentage of the breakdown there?
We estimate that in this present season is around 90%. And so we still have some regions of the country where most of soybeans are non-GMO. Some regions of Mato Grosso where we have 70% of non-GMO soybeans. And the state of Rondônia, that's near Mato Grosso, just up north, we have virtually 100% non-GMO. It's not a big production, it's around 400,000 hectares, in that state. But even so, it's important to supply especially the European demand for that, because they pay a premium for the farmers.
What are some of the concerns you have during the growing season, whether it be disease-wise or just issues during the growing season?
Yeah, so we have some issues. For instance, the Asian rust, soybean Asian rust, it's a major problem. The farmers have to spread many times. In average, I would say 3, but it goes up to 5. So it costs a lot of money for the farms. We are facing problems with nematodes, and in this particular season we faced problems with caterpillars, what is not that common, but in this season we had some problems. And besides the agronomic part of it, we have logistic problems, because the volume of production is increasing, but not the infrastructure. Roads, waterways, ports, and storage facilities. So that's a problem, and we have to improve that.
That's something that U.S. farmers are obviously keeping an eye on as they look towards the export season. How important is that problem for Brazil?
Well, I would say it's very important, because the farmers are facing, they have to storage their production on trucks, actually, on the roads. Because there is not enough storage facilities for that, and the ports are not totally equipped to ship the production, to export, and we export a large extent of what we produce. So that's a major problem for Brazil.
So it's just that they aren't built yet, they aren't ready for the capacity, is that correct?
Yeah, they are not ready for the capacity, yes, yes.
When you look at the ports, how many years out do you think that process is, or the infrastructure overall? What's the process of getting that up to speed?
Well, we don't know for sure. There is a government plan for that. There is money, budget for that, and they call the PAC program for that. Actually, it's late. It should be much more advanced than it is right now. But we hope that in several years we will have it.